Hi, I'm Thomas Alvanelli, Cisco Networking Academy instructor at Turo University. I'm recording this video tutorial for those students who are taking Cisco classes, networking classes at Turo University. Today, I'm going to explain and to demonstrate how to solve this type of problem. So here is the requirement. The number of needed usable hosts. We need 6. Network address. It's class A network address. Then asking us to find address class, default subnet mask, custom subnet mask, total number of subnets, total number of host addresses, number of usable addresses, number of bits borrowed. What is the second subnet range? What is the subnet number for 5th subnet? What is the subnet broadcast address for the 7th subnet? What is the last assignable address or usable address for the 10th subnet? Okay, how we start? Here's the requirements. We need 6 usable hosts. 6 usable hosts. So to get only 6 usable hosts, we need in host portion how many bits? So we'll find out. Now, by default in class A, we have 255.0.0.0. Then they're asking us custom subnet mask. Let's find out with our custom subnet mask. Okay, 3 octets. In this case, we have in host portion. Let's bring those octets down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second octet, third octet, fourth octet. And first octet we have in network portion. And that octet is all 8s, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Those 3 octets, 2, 3, and 4 are interesting octet for us because we have to borrow some bits from those octets and include in subnet network portion. And here's the requirement. We need only 6 usable hosts. So here's the formula. The power of n minus 2 equals 6. Now is question, n is number of host bits we need to get 6. How many bits should be here? Let's calculate. Okay, probably 3, right? The power of 3 is 8 minus 2 is 6. So we need here only 3 zeros. All those zeros we now translating to binary ones, and translating binary ones means that we are including those zeros to network portion. So the edge now between network portion and host portion right here, and it falls on 1's column, 2's, 4's, 8's, right? So we found magic number. Let's use our chart. Network number, then network IP address, then you have subnet mask, then usable IP addresses, broadcast IP, and magic number. Now, Cisco says use original network address as a first subnet. With our original address is 120.0.0.0. After borrowing those zeros from host portions, and including to network portion, we have now custom subnet mask. Let's translate back to decimal notation, those binary ones, and we will get 255, the 255, the 255, dot 248. Custom subnet mask is 255, the 255, the 255, the 248. Okay, 255, the 255, 248. Now, broadcast address. Look here. Last binary one falls on 8, column 8. So last binary one indicates that that is magic number. And we know from previous sessions that magic number, that is the length of our subnet. Right now, we are borrowing host bits from octet 2, 3, and 4. Right now, we are working on 4th octet because the edge between network portion and host portion is on octet 4, and that octet is interesting octet for us. So we have to increment 4th octet by 8. If we start counting from 0, last address would be broadcast address, which is 120.0.0.7. Because if we start counting from 0, including 0 up to 7, total number we have 8. And as I said before, magic number tells us that that is the length of our subnet. All addresses between, I'll not type first 2 octets. So I'll type only octet 3 and 4. All addresses between 0 and 7, all addresses are assignable, usable IP addresses, which we can assign to the hosts. So this is subnet 1. Now, what they're asking us, total number of subnets. How many subnets we have? So how many bits we borrowed from host portion? So let's count. 8 plus 8, this is 16. And we borrowed 21 bits, 21 zeros, okay? This is the formula to calculate total number of subnets. The power of 21, let's use Google, is 2,097,152. And each subnet has 6 usable IP addresses in this case. Total number of host addresses. How many host addresses we have in total? Of course, 8, because the power of n is 8. That is total number of host addresses, but minus 2, because we cannot assign network address, IP address, and broadcast address to the hosts. Number of bits we borrowed. How many bits we borrowed? 8 plus 8, 16, plus 5, that is 21. We borrowed 21 bits from host portion. What is the second subnet range? Okay, so the magic number is 8, so the edge between network portion and host portion, the boundary between network portion and host portion, it is falling on 4th octet. So that's why we are incrementing 4th octet, right, by 8. So second subnet will be 120.0.0.0 8. Okay, so we are typing here 120.0.0, and the broadcast address will be, if we have the magic number is 8, so starting counting from 8, last address would be 120.0.0.15. So .15 is broadcast address. So the range is on the type first 3 octets. I'll type here .15. Okay. Now, what is this subnet number? What is this subnet number for the 5th subnet? Subnet mask is the same. Usable IP address is between 8 and 15, which is 0.9 to 0.14. Then we have to increment 4th octet by 8. Third subnet address will be 120.0.0.16. And broadcast address for 3rd subnet will be 120.0.0.23. 4th subnet would be 120.0.0.24. And here, broadcast address for 4th will be 120.0.0.31. This is broadcast address. 5th would be 120.0.0.32. Broadcast address would be 120.0.0.39. 6th subnet would be 120.0.0.40. Broadcast address would be here. I'll not type first 2 octets. I'll type only last 2 octets. Here would be 0.47. 7th would be 120.0.0.48. It would be 55, 0.55. All addresses, and here everywhere we have same subnet mask. Here from 0.49 to 0.54 are assignable usable IP addresses. 8 subnets will be 120.0.0.56. Broadcast address will be here 0.63. This would be 8. Now this is 9. 9 would be 0.64. And broadcast address would be 0.71. And would be 0.72. And broadcast address for 10th subnet would be 0.79. 79. Here, subnet mask is the same, and for 10th subnet usable IP addresses are between 0.73 to 0.78. Okay, now what is the subnet number for fifth subnet? With fifth right here. So subnet IP address is 120.0.0.32. We answered on fifth on this question. What is the subnet broadcast address for the seventh subnet? Where is our seventh subnet? Right here. So broadcast address for this subnet is 120.0.0.55. That is broadcast address. And what is the last assignable or usable address for the 10th subnet? Okay. 10 is right here. So last assignable, last usable address would be 120.0.0.78. We solve this problem. This is the easiest way how to find out how to solve similar problem. And using this chart will help you to solve this problem very quickly. I hope this explanation will help you to complete your homework assignment. Okay, and I hope this video tutorial will be useful for you. Thank you.